What if I told you that the same fragrance rising from a $500 spa treatment is growing right now in a forgotten corner of your backyard? For centuries, before candles were manufactured and diffusers were sold in boxes, our ancestors relied on a small group of plants to transform their homes into sanctuaries of calm. They didn't need machines, they needed knowledge. And one of the herbs on this list, item number 14, was once considered so sacred that entire households were built around it. Today, we're going to walk through 20 of these remarkable plants, their history, their science, and exactly how to grow them yourself. This is not about hype. This is about reclaiming something essential that modern life quietly took from us. Before we begin, understand this. Fragrance is not decoration. It is chemistry. The compounds in these plants, the oils they produce to defend themselves from insects and disease, are the very same compounds that calm the human nervous system. Let's begin with the first. Lavender comes from the Latin lavare, to wash, a reference to Roman bathhouses where it was steeped in water for its cleansing scent. Modern research links its primary compound, linalool, to reduced cortisol and improved sleep quality. On the homestead, lavender thrives in poor, well-drained soil and full sun. The harder its life, the stronger its oil. Eucalyptus. Indigenous Australians used eucalyptus leaves for centuries to clear the airways and treat wounds. Its eucalyptol content is now studied for its ability to open respiratory pathways. Grow it in containers in cooler climates and hang fresh cuttings in your shower for a steam-activated release of its scent. Ancient Greek scholars wore rosemary wreaths to sharpen memory during examinations. Contemporary studies suggest its aroma may support cognitive alertness. It is remarkably drought-tolerant, making it one of the easiest herbs for a beginning homesteader to sustain year-round. Peppermint was found in Egyptian tombs dating back 3,000 years, prized for both culinary and medicinal use. Menthol, its active compound, has a documented cooling and mildly analgesic effect. Planted in a contained bed, mint spreads aggressively and will claim an entire garden if left unchecked. Chamomile appears in the medical texts of ancient Egypt, dedicated to the sun god Ra for its calming properties. Apigenin, a compound within its flowers, binds to receptors in the brain associated with relaxation. It self-seeds easily, returning year after year with almost no maintenance. If you value real, tested knowledge over manufactured marketing hype, take a moment to hit that like button. It helps this kind of research reach more people who are trying to reclaim their independence. Now, this next one is even more remarkable. Lemon balm was cultivated by beekeepers as far back as ancient Greece, its name derived from Melissa, meaning honeybee. Research has associated it with reduced anxiety symptoms and improved mood. It grows vigorously in partial shade, making it ideal for the edges of a homestead garden. Sage takes its name from the Latin salvare, to be saved, reflecting its long-standing reputation as a healing plant across cultures, from Mediterranean kitchens to indigenous smoke-cleansing ceremonies. Its compounds have been studied for antimicrobial properties. Sage prefers dry, rocky soil and rewards neglect more than attention. Thyme, used by ancient Egyptians in the embalming process, while Greek soldiers bathed in it before battle for courage. Thymol, its key compound, has documented antiseptic qualities. It thrives as a low, sustaining ground cover and tolerates being walked upon, releasing its fragrance with every step. Spearmint. Gentler than its peppermint cousin, spearmint was referenced in Roman texts as a scent used to freshen banquet halls. Its milder menthol content makes it a favorite for teas and infusions. Like all mints, it should be planted in a bordered container to prevent it from overtaking neighboring beds. Also called wild bergamot, bee balm was used by indigenous peoples of North America for both its fragrance and its medicinal steam. It carries the same citrus floral compound found in Earl Grey tea. Beyond its scent, it draws pollinators, making it a valuable companion plant across the wider homestead. We're only halfway through this list, and already the pattern is clear. These are not fragile plants requiring constant intervention. They are ancient, self-sustaining, and generous. If this is the kind of practical knowledge you came here for, consider subscribing so you don't lose access to it. But we're just getting started. Lemongrass has been used across Southeast Asia for centuries, both as a culinary staple and an insect deterrent. Its citral content is associated with natural pest-repelling qualities, reducing dependence on synthetic sprays. It grows best in warm climates, but can be overwintered indoors in a sunny window. Lemon verbena. Brought to Europe from South America in the 18th century, lemon verbena quickly became prized in perfumery for its intensely clean citrus note. Herbalists have long used its leaves for calming infusions. It requires full sun and well-drained soil and rewards even a small container with an outsized fragrance. Scented geraniums. Victorian households kept scented geraniums on windowsills specifically to perfume rooms naturally, decades before synthetic air fresheners existed. Varieties can mimic rose, mint, or citrus. They are remarkably forgiving, tolerating inconsistent watering, making them ideal for a first-time indoor grower. Holy basil. This is the plant we mentioned at the very beginning. In India, holy basil, known as tulsi, has been cultivated for over 3,000 years and is considered so sacred that many households are traditionally built around a central tulsi plant. Modern research has examined its adaptogenic compounds for their role in stress regulation. It thrives in warm, sunny conditions and can be grown indoors year-round. Clary sage. Medieval herbalists referred to clary sage as clear eye, using it to treat vision ailments. Its distinctive musky, floral aroma has been studied for its calming effect on the nervous system. It prefers dry soil and full sun, and once established, requires very little water to sustain itself. 15 down, 5 to go. If you've made it this far, you clearly care about real self-sufficiency over quick fixes. Drop a comment letting us know which of these plants you already grow. This next one is even more remarkable than most people realize. Patchouli traveled the ancient Silk Road as a moth repellent packed among traded silks, which is how its earthy scent became permanently associated with luxury textiles. Its compounds have been studied for grounding, sedative effects. It prefers warm, humid conditions and partial shade, making it well-suited to a greenhouse setting. Here is the plant once valued more than gold in certain trade routes. Vetiver's deep, complex root system produces an oil so prized in ancient perfumery that it was traded alongside precious metals. Beyond fragrance, its roots are used for erosion control, anchoring soil on slopes. It requires patience, taking over a year to mature fully. Calendula, medieval European households referred to calendula as pot marigold, using it in both cooking and healing salves. Its resinous, honeyed scent carries mild antimicrobial compounds documented in modern skincare research. It self-seeds readily and blooms continuously from early summer through the first frost. Yarrow. Yarrow's Latin name, Achillea, references the legend of Achilles using it to treat soldiers' wounds on ancient battlefields. Its subtly sweet, herbaceous aroma is paired with compounds studied for their role in wound care. It is remarkably hardy, tolerating poor soil where few other flowering herbs survive. Our final plant, mugwort, was burned in Europe and Asia alike as a purifying herb, believed to clear stagnant air from a household. Its distinct, slightly bitter aroma has made it a staple in traditional smoke cleansing practices for generations. It grows aggressively along fence lines and disturbed soil, making it one of the most sustaining, low-effort plants on this entire list. 20 plants, 20 traditions passed down across thousands of years, from Egyptian tombs to Roman bathhouses to the sacred courtyards of India. None of them require a factory, none of them require a subscription. They require soil, sunlight, and a willingness to reconnect with something our ancestors understood instinctively, that the air we breathe in our own homes is worth cultivating with intention. This is the deeper philosophy behind everything on this channel. Self-sufficiency isn't about rejecting the modern world, it's about refusing to be entirely dependent on it. Every seed you plant, every skill you reclaim is a small act of independence. So here's what we'd like to know. Of these 20 remarkable plants, which one are you teaming up with first? Tell us in the comments below and let us know if you already grow one we didn't expect. If this research mattered to you, subscribe, and we'll continue uncovering the ancient knowledge that modern convenience quietly left behind.